If you didn't get the memo, it's cold. Actually, really cold outside, in fact. So cold that we sent our very own Evan Kozlov just to check out and see how cold it's going to be. He's live out in DuPont Circle for us this morning with a few science experiments to demonstrate just how cold it is. Good morning, buddy.
Well, hey there, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the warmth of the studio. I'm not trying to throw any shade at you guys, but being out here in the cold. I didn't wow Larry last time with these science experiments. The first one's not really an experiment. I just poured some water in this cup about an hour and a half ago. Yeah, that's rock solid. That's ice right there. No surprise. It's like 12 degrees out right now. I want to test out a couple other things. I threw some water on this shirt here. Just look at this. Again, obvious science experiment here. When you're dealing with the temperatures being like this, things freeze pretty quickly, so you definitely want to dress the kids pretty warm when they leave. Now, I read up on this online, and I had to try it for myself. When you blow bubbles, it will freeze in air, it will turn like misty, and then when it does hit the ground, it almost shatters like a crystal. It's incredibly hard to show this on TV, but we'll give it a try. What you might be able to see, maybe not, is it turns a little misty with it, and then if it stays in the air long enough, it'll hit the ground. Again, very difficult to show on TV, but still a fun experiment to maybe try with the kids when they get home from school today. Let's go to the car here to show you one last thing. It's the balloon situation here. Again, a good experiment to show with the kids. When you go in here, in the heated car, we've got a balloon that's fully inflated, but then as soon as you take it out, it starts to shrink. It's not losing any air, but the air is just moving around a little slower and it starts to deflate. Another fun activity to do with the kids, but basically the message here is it's 12 degrees, it's cold. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
You know, Evan, before we let you go, can you go and pick that shirt back up, the frozen shirt? Can you pick that back up for us? We want to talk about that just for a quick second. You know,
sure, let's do it.
A couple days ago, we did a story about runners that go out and run in even these conditions.
Yeah.
This is why they tell you that you should not wear cotton when you're running, because things like that can happen. So you need to be cognizant and aware, even if you're going to be working out outside, that you got to have the appropriate clothing, even for these conditions out there, because what you see in Evan's hand could potentially happen to you as you're working out. So something to be cognizant of. All right, buddy.
And I'm just thinking about the polar bear plunge, right?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the polar bear plunge, and you can imagine when you got wet and went in the ocean, just how miserable it was when you got out. So that's why a lot of places were canceling yesterday.
All right, good advice, Evan. Thank you so much. All right, let's bring in the expert right now, Mary Marshall, to talk about these temperatures.